Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is episode 83, 82? I forget the number. Yay! Anyways, this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Excuse me. We just beat this dude here, 100 faces, and a couple other demons that had spawned. And now we're going to do our exploring stuff. Finished checking out this area. Got this device to deal with. We got to loot 100 faces. Let's loot 100 faces first. Yes, a heavy crossbow. Very underwhelming loot. Alright, let us check out this thing here. The device greets your approach with majestically cold indifference. Judging by the sounds it's making, it is continuing its frightening and monumental work even after its owner's death. Examine the device. The device makes all of 100 Faces' other creations look like pathetic tin handicrafts. Its inner workings reveal an array of perfect geometric forms, and a large crystal covered in minuscule engraving hovers suspended at its very center. The wave of energy it emits envelops you. This crystal contains tremendous power, and it is the writing on its surface that directs that power. It feels as if the device itself is a living creature, one that is merely sleeping for now. Let's see if we can figure out how it works. We're not going to turn people into brainless goobs, but we're going to check it out. Anyways, we got just over 50% chance. Nenyo succeeds. Ooh, 600 XP for doing that. Recalling all you've ever read or heard about the Numerian arts of technomancy, you fully understand the sheer genius of 100 Face. Did he even realize what he'd created? That the function for which he was using the device, controlling enslaved warriors, was but a shred of its true potential. One might as well use a finely tuned astronomical instrument as a paperweight. The key, unique feature of the device is its ability to read and process the thoughts of sentient creatures. By absorbing them into the crystal that serves as its heart, it breaks complex thoughts and emotions down to basic, clear symbols readable by anyone. It perceives deeply personal feelings and casually assimilates any experience, no matter how unique. It learns, and what it learns is everything. 100 Faces' army provided it with many thoughts and emotions, but the device hungers for something more. Observing this magnificent monster is both breathtaking and terrifying. And let's go ahead and destroy it. The device should not exist in this world. The device refuses to die. You watch as clouds of metallic dust erupt from its beneath and gather around the parts you've damaged, restoring their original creation or condition. You hear a low scraping noise coming from the core of the mechanism, like a giant tossing and turning in a steel cradle, shaking off sleep. Now that you've attacked the device, it tries to awaken, to become more complex in order to protect itself. Without wasting another moment, you call upon all your power and deliver a single unstoppable, deadly blow. It tears the massive crystal heart from the depths of the device. The mechanism thrashes around like a beast in agony until at last it goes still. Alright, we have defeated it. Now we need to get back to area exit. Let's check out the rest of this room just in case there's anything hiding. And then we need to get back to Drezen, get a good night's rest, because these guys are at death's door, and that's a bad thing. Alright, nothing hiding in this room.
Let us be off.
All these dead demons on the way. And the exit is open. Oh, yeah, just something. Nothing we need to do.
Let's move.
And exit. Oh, we missed a couple things here. We'll take those anyways. The healing potions. Oh, missed another one. Wow, we just really failed to loot everything there, didn't I? Alright. Teleport back to Drezen after we move our armies around because we've been out in the woods for a while. Alright, let's take a look at our journal real quick. Things we have to do before we finish this chapter. Just scroll down to the bottom here. So Day of Strife we didn't complete. Middle game we're still working on. Liberate the region, maximize all Crusader stats. Wayward, the Wayward, what are we waiting for? Oh, stuff with Ember. On Hope's Wings was finished. Road to Justice was finished, so the mythic quests have been completed for now. Price of Knowledge, we still should probably go back and see if we can figure that out. Dragon Hunt is probably not going to happen anytime soon, because that dragon is mean, nasty, and scary. Explore the Ivory Sanctum. Okay, we might try the dragon, but I don't want to try the dragon. Alright. So we've got a Crusade thing pop up, so let's take a look at that. Logistic reforms have been done. Alright. Heaven Warriors. 5 more angels are there. Underground Avengers. A group of mongrels arrived in Drezen is itching for a fight. Land worries that the belligerent recruits might ignore their orders in battle, lose their heads, and then lose their lives. We could put them on the front rank. Probably not what I'm going to do, because that just sounds pretty bad. Agile and bloodthirsty melee warriors are recruited. Okay. Rein them in and position them in the rear. 30 mongrel sharpshooters. Pacify them with prayer. 30 mongrel sharpshooters. All mongrel fighters and mongrel sharpshooters gain tough. +2 saving throw. Options unavailable because the mongrels did not taste demonic madness in the Shield of Maze. Okay. Let's pacify them with prayer. The commander offered a prayer that mollified the mongrels. It made even the wildest warriors heed their leader's words about the importance of keeping one's head in battle. Oh, we got the Hell Knight commander, that's right. Decree. So the only thing we got going right now is the sword decree. So we need our helmet, our crown decree, I guess. Crown. A diplomacy and a logistics. Healing Giants. Group of warriors have been subject to dangerous position. Turn them into giants. They need to be cured. Oh, that's right. We had the giants that popped up. Okay, what are we missing on these ones here? This is... Won't let me do it. Why won't it let me do it? Do we not have enough of those? I mean, it doesn't seem like that much. Let's see, what's this? Not enough resources. We're missing building blocks. Distributing provisions among Crusaders will boost their morale and show the commander cares about his soldiers. That's a morale increase bit. Our morale is still really high. Outpost to expansion. We got a couple of increasing our outposts. All right, let's pick an outpost. We need at least 500 building block points. So let's buy 1,400 building block points. All right, 1 fort of the outpost level with at least 3 out of the 4 construction slots will be upgraded to a bastion. Excuse me. All right, so let's look at these guys here. These are the ones we kind of want upgrading. So we can do that upgrade. Oh, it is upgraded. So let's upgrade that one. That's the one we want to upgrade. It's out here a little bit. I guess once it gets done, it'll ask us which one we want. All right. We'll teleport back. We'll do the thing showing up, and then we'll do the healing. The giants, because that's the one I want to do. Oh, strengthen diplomatic connections. We should do that one before the giants because that's a diplomatic core thing. All right. Now let's close out this. Go to our armies. We've got a bunch of armies here. So we want this army up. And we're going to bring these angels into this army. So now we got 10 angels in this army. Because we are tough dudes. Alright, so we're going to go here. And we're going to open up this. We're going to put them in that army. You got any soldiers? Just headhunters. We got the bandits already. Put those guys over there. And we got to build that army back up because they got decimated. All right, that's our armies. Let's grab this army here. Let's bring him out. Go doing some stuff. Where do I want to take him? Okay, there's level 1 demon army. Okay, we're going to go back and grab our level 4 demon army here. We think we can... Well, It's level 1 now. What's there? All right, we're going to try it. Probably going to regret it. Might lose another army. But we're level 4, they're level 1. All right, now let's see. We needed to get this. It's a level 7 army, and we are level 7. I don't really want to do a 7 against a 7 because yikes. Take out this army here. It's a level 6 army. That'll clear all the armies out of this area. All right, let's see if we can take this army. All right, 7v6. We do like having a little bit better odds. But hey, what are we going to do, right? They got a demon. Let's see, they got some Glabzoos. Minotaur axe throwers. Minotaur axe throwers. So we're going to start off with Scorching Ray. We kill all 10 of those. Kill 4 to 6 of them. We can kill a bunch of them. 10 to 15 of these. Let's see if we can kill these guys off. All right. One set of Minotaurs down. That's a good thing. We'll put you on wait. Let's see if we can kill these guys with the archers. 4 of them down. That's good. Magic missile dudes. I can kill all the Minotaur. Let's start damaging these guys. Oh, I hate when I do that. Teleported. Bonus attack! Alright, let's finish these guys. Won't finish them off. We'll do some good damage, or we can finish this guy off. Shoot these guys. Magic missile these guys. Holy. Well, that was a lot of damage to those archers. I didn't realize what happened there. That sucked. We just lost a crap ton of our archers. Nose! Well. Heal these guys. Well, we lost a lot of archers there. We lost 86. We lost 125 archers. Got 86 of them back. So we lost 39 archers. Ouch. That was rough. Earned 200 finance points. All right, so that just leads there. This should probably go down and connect to there. Let's start heading back home. All right, that was brutal. All right, so this is filled up. Let's see if we can build anything here. I think these areas are full. Yep. Gonna want some more hospitals, that's for sure. All right, that's Canabras. Okay. So we checked that. This guy should be full up. Yep, he's full up. And this fort should be full. Just want to double check these forts before we go on. Yep, they're full. This one's full. We just checked it. We're going to turn it into a bastion. Look at this fort. That fort's full. Check this fort. That fort. Oh, we got all of our forts are full up. That's good. Let's go to Drezen. If there's anything we want to build in Drezen. And then we'll teleport back to Drezen. We got plenty of space in Drezen because it's big. Alchemist Laboratory, plus 10 energy, Apothecary, 10 bonus to hit points. We've got an Apothecary right there. Arsenal, plus 1 AC. I think we have an Arsenal built there, right there. Citadel. Time the fort to be under siege by 3 days. All right. Hall of Glory. Reduces recruiting of mercenaries by 5%. Hall of Strategy. Provides +1 attack and plus +1 attack and defense, +2 power. That might be a good thing. Hospital. Never a bad thing. Mercenary Guild. Increase the number of available mercenary units by 1. That's a good thing. Military Academy is right there. Pathfinder Lodge. Sanctuary. So shelter lets us shelter at places. Smithy, we've got a smithy. Supply center. Training grounds. Watchtower. All right. So engineer's workshop. We don't have a supply shelter here. We don't have a hospital here. Hall of Glory. All right, so Hall of Glory makes mercenaries cheaper. Hall of Strategy, Hospital. Mercenary Guild gives us 1 additional mercenary. I think we're going to build this. Build that right there. We're going to buy 10,000 points there. We're going to build a hospital. And a supply center. All right. Got some stuff building. Back to our people. And we are going to teleport to Drezen. My back scratcher. All right. We're going to enter Drezen. Go to the Citadel. And we'll be met. Got that guy coming. A familiar figure clad in black armor appears before you and ceremoniously offers you a salute. Greetings, Knight Commander. Yarker Ankiel from Praelictor Derringe's squad at your service. I'm afraid it's becoming a habit, but once again I bring dire news. Yaker shrugs apologetically. Yaker casts a nervous sideways glance at his superior officer. Praelictor, while you've been following the Knight Commander, much has happened at our outpost. Enough empty chatter, Knight. Give your report. Although Regiel's tone remains as dispassionate as ever, his gaze has grown in intensity. He watches Yaker like a predatory beast, prowling ever closer to its prey. Yaker snaps to attention and repeats his message he clearly takes pains to memorize. Reporting to whom it may concern, a group of Hell Knights has vanished under suspicious circumstances. They were last seen on the road to the occupied city of Iz. The Knights were escorting a group of cultists and carrying letters captured in a recent raid on an underground hideout. They disappeared after reporting their approach to our outpost, and the chapter's quarters there failed to find any traces of the missing Knights. The situation is highly abnormal. Such a large squad could have fallen in battle, but they could hardly have vanished into thin air without so much as a sign of struggle. Powerful demonic forces might be involved in their disappearance. Thus, we informed Drezen about the incident and plea for help in our investigation. Tell me about the hideout. Where were the cultists captured? It was a secret hideout consisting of a large warehouse and several workshops, which produced equipment for cultist cells all over Mendev. We've been tracking the cultists for a while before finally locating and attacking them. Strangely, our intelligence reports had indicated that several powerful demons were always present inside the hideout. But our reading difficult. But our strike team only found mortals. We captured and escorted them to our outpost for questioning. What of this outpost where the knights were last seen? As I understand it, Praelictors Renth, Tai, and Diolthen informed you about the outpost during their visit to Drezen. While we finished its construction just a few days ago, it's already our largest staging ground in Eastern Worldwound. We have a small permanent garrison stationed there, and we use it as a resting area for the Hell Knights involved in various expeditions. Fine, I'll take care of it. Regiel waves Yaker away, and then sets his pale yellow eyes on you. We must visit the Hell Knight outpost as soon as we can. I suggest you treat this incident as seriously as possible. I may have unexpected consequences. Oh, more visitors. Hail! Dorgalinda Stranglehold salutes you with her bad hand. Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, a number of soldiers who call themselves Fellows of the Crusade have set up a black market in the army. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scroll and Let's start that sentence over. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of it themselves. And if someone's not happy with the trade, out come the knives. I don't know how to deal with it except by alleviating the shortage of essential supplies. We should press Mendev for more deliveries, and we need to sort out our storage, build some decent warehouses. Right now, it's a thieves' paradise. An underground market, huh? What's so bad about that? Let them trade things. Let's authorize it. Then there won't be a black market, just a normal, legit market. If someone is in need of something, we are the ones who must provide it. We should ask the priests of many different gods. They have wealth and influence. Maybe they can help. You thought I was joking when I said our soldiers would soon need our experience of surviving in the caves. Well, here we are. This is the day. Time to live off the land. I'll teach your fighters how to survive on barren rocks, and there won't be any need for a black market. Who are the Fellows of the Crusade? Where did they come from? Every army has people like them, crafty folks who are willing to survive at all costs. Keep in mind, these aren't brigands, otherwise they wouldn't have enlisted in the Crusader army. They want to free Golarion from the demons just as much as anyone, but their choice of methods is indiscriminate, to say the least. Not everyone joins the Crusade out of the goodness of their heart. Some are hiding from Mendev's judgment. Some are here for glory. Some are dreaming of treasure and spoils. We've got repentant cutthroats, illegitimate children, adventurers, rogues of all kind. And each one of them is poor and used to not being able to rely on those in power. In their experience, everyone who has any sort of influence is a greedy cheat, and only common folk can be honest. That's why they call themselves Fellows of the Crusade. They're your fellow soldiers who are trying to make things fair in their own way, and others follow suit. Whether they really believe them or they're just doing it as a jest, who knows? Why don't we just deal with the root of the problem? We'll purge our ranks of the Fellows of the Crusade and put everything back in order. Because they're not the root of the problem. I didn't think so. When the army has everything they need, these fellows are just like any other soldier. But when it's like this, empty warehouses, rotten gear, not enough food to eat, many may be forced off the straight and narrow. These are ordinary soldiers. They aren't saints, that's true, but they're not hopeless reprobates either. But when you charge into battle every day, you learn the value of life, and you get used to the idea that you are the only one who's responsible for it. Your commander's not your mommy or daddy, and you're not going to appear on a and they're not going to appear on the battlefield and give you a potion to save you from a curse, or die for you if you don't have one in your bag. So they make do. I'd like to hear about our suggestions in more detail. Yes, Commander. Woljif, what are you suggesting? Fighting under the counter trade goes about as well as smacking nettles with a stick. Swing all you like, even pave over it. It'll just grow through the stone. If soldiers are trading, it's because they gotta. So let them trade out in the open. We'll build them a market and keep an eye on it to make sure there's no tussle and that the trade's more or less honest. We'll even be able to make a tidy sum out of it ourselves. The Queen has put you at the head of a disciplined army. Are you sure these kinds of liberties won't hurt that discipline and turn them into a mercenary gang? Kind of agree on that one. Arua Shalea, what is your plan? The churches of many gods support the Crusaders' cause. They heal, bless, pray. If we ask them, maybe they'll help us ease the shortage of provisions and gear. I'm sure that if we built some shrines, the priests wouldn't refuse to help us. The priests are going to help us? Give me a break. They're only generous with prayers and good wishes. Lan, what do you say? I say that hoping for handouts is pointless. Warriors must know how to provide for themselves, even in the middle of the wastelands. The surface is chock full of resources. We just need to teach the troops how to use them. And, well, how not to be too picky. But we're not alone. The Crusaders have supporters all over Golarion. It can't be that we have to fight demons to save the world without being able to make the ends. I'm not sure how to say that properly. And that was her, not me. Though that could have been me, by the way I've been reading since we started this. Georgelina, what are your thoughts? We need to keep pressing Mendev, double or triple our efforts if we have to, until they finally get proper supply chains up and running. Let the Queen come up with a new tax, or make the aristocrats pay up, or go into debt. That's not our problem. Nerosian sent us here to win a war, so let's make them take care of our needs. Honestly, at this point, our soldiers don't even have a clean shirt to die in with some dignity if they fall. She frowns. Although I'm familiar with those misers in the treasury, it's like getting blood from a stone. Mendev's already up to its neck in debts. You can't keep shaking an empty rug, but you'll never get more than 3 drops. Still hoping for handouts? We need to face it already. We're on our own here, so we have to survive however we can. That purple moss that grows on a rock? Pretty edible. I've checked. Everything is clear. Alright, so the ones I kind of like is the priests and the living off the land. But let's see what all of them do here. Alright. Market increases finance points income by 20 and material income by 1. Only one market can be built in each fort. Alright? It's not bad. Priests. Shrines build energy points by 1 and finance points by 10. Okay, not bad. Salvager posts increase materials and energy income by 1. Now, material and energy is pretty important. A warehouse increases finance points income by 100. If it is built next to an inn, material points income by 1. If built by a supply center, energy points by 1. If built by sanctuary, only one warehouse in each city. I'm going to go with the salvager's post. I think that's the one that makes sense to me. It's high time, I say. We'll assign gathering teams. Sort the findings. We'll be all right. Thank you for making the call, Commander. I'll report all further developments directly to you. If we run into anything else that requires your attention, I'll immediately convene the council. All right, now we're going to go to here. All right, we're going to go to here. Nope, we're going to go back to here. Royal Parade. Strengthening diplomatic connections. Issue decree. Now we're going to go rest and get our people off of death's door. All right, so we're going to go here. It's going to just a full day of doing nothing but resting, but that's okay because we need it. Still, what do you personally prefer, blades or magic? What I'm asking is, which is more your taste? I prefer my demons dead, so they can't try and bite my tail off. I'll sing ditties and walk on my head if that's what it takes for them to take, blah, 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 if that's what it takes to kill them. Man, I can't read today. All right. Commander, the capital needs you to make it decisive action. There has been a major scandal. The nation of Andorian, our diplomatic partner, has sent its army to help the Crusade. However, this apparent generosity gesture is nothing more than a political provocation. The Andorians want to prevent the emerging rapprochement between Mendev and Chiliax, of which I have previously informed you. They've deliberately sent their army to our territory without seeking Nerosian approval. If Mendev accepts this help, it will cool our relations with Isgar and their suzerain Cheliax. The Royal Council Common, wow, that is to say, expects you to reject Andorian aid. Direct them toward Her Majesty's court. They are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Unfortunately, we can't disregard the decision made by Her Majesty and her council, Sozio pauses, then suddenly gives you a sly smile. But those Andorians didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerosian forbids them from joining our army. Darien regards Lady Konami with feigned disapproval. Come now, Lady Konami. All this suspicion. I am sure that the Andorians are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends. We should send the Andorians back home instead of to Nerosian and declare as loudly as possible that we disapprove of their underhanded methods. Likewise, our capital's diplomats will see it as an opportunity to strike a few deals and sweep the whole scandal under the rug. And that's not right. Vile deeds should be exposed, not hidden. The whole deal is about 'em being Andorians. They should just stop being 'em. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries, problem solved. What's the gist of this political conflict? Isgur is a protectorate of Cheliax, and Andorian and Cheliax have a long history of feuds. For the Andorians, the highest values are freedom and equality, and for the Chelaxians, it's order and hierarchy. It's as if the two countries were made to be at odds. The fact that they are both allied with Mendev doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. For the time being, Nerosian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with the Agorians, the capital of Cheliax. No one is cutting ties with Andorian, no. It's just that the relations have cooled somewhat. It's a common occurrence in the politics of major powers. That is why Nerosian insisted on you inviting Isgar, Chelaxian's protectorate. When you accepted their forces, the Andorians resorted to a provocation. Either Nerosian receives their help, incurring Agorian's discontent, or risk a diplomatic row. The Royal Council chose the row. Let's see what the Council has to say. Hopefully the advice you are about to hear won't lead you to an undesirable war. Soziel, what solution do you propose? I come from Andorian myself, as Shalin is my witness. I wish I could offer another solution, but we have sworn an oath to Her Majesty. If Nerosian doesn't wish to see Andorian troops in Drezen, we have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not just some political conflict, but is a battle for the fate of Golorian. Everyone is entitled to do their part. What touching bashfulness! You're proposing we behave like the daughter of a noble family who wants to give herself to a dashing bard to keep her maiden honor. Darien, are you sure we should accept Andorian's offer? Does it become us to reject the aid of our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense the sins of pride, envy, and, yes, a whiff of covetousness too, coming from the direction of Nerosian. But there can be no place for sin on a crusade. Lady Konami shudders pointedly. Don't forget that the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery. Your jests will lead to diplomatic disaster. Perhaps, perhaps not. One thing I can say for sure, this was a bold move by the Andorians. They are willing to invest much in this cause, our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I never was fond of Chilax anyways. Don't like their practices, or their wine. Land is a good idea to rebuke those who would send us troops. The longer I sit on this council, the harder it is for me to figure out which demons we're supposed to defeat. The ones on the front lines or the ones we're protecting? How can people think about plots and intrigues when the world hangs in the balance? I don't have much faith in the integrity of Nerosian bureaucrats, which is why I'm suggesting that we treat the Andorians in a way that makes it clear we won't stand for being used. If you want to help, then do it decently. If you want to scheme, just go home. It will discourage wily opportunists, but win the respect of those who value honesty and decency. The politicians may be at fault here, but what is the soldiers' crime? They were prepared to risk their lives to defend Golorian, and they're certainly not looking to gain anything from this war. Is it just to punish them for the decisions of their leaders? With logic like that, we shouldn't be surprised when people start to judge us by the deeds of Nerosian bureaucracy. Woljif, what were you saying about just mercenaries? I know a guy or two with a connection in the mercenary circles. A bit creepy, but they keep their word. It'll take 5 minutes to turn an Andorian army into a mercenary company. They'll dig up some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix you up with the banners and uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books of the local mercenaries guild. Even the fussiest clerk won't realize that they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andorian regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we've accepted our new friends into our army. Clever, huh? It's crooked, not clever. If a soldier doesn't care under which banner they fight, then they're not a soldier, just your average cutthroat. If the Andorians agree to something like this, my respect from them will plummet, and it's not that high as it is. Lady Konami, why would I refuse Andorian help? Firstly, because it is the wish of the capital. Lady Konami falls silent for a few moments, letting the weight of her argument sink in. And secondly, you do understand that this situation is larger and more complex than what you can see from Drezen. It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Chiliax at the moment, and Andorian is pushing us to do exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses. We are guided not by consideration of our own benefit, but of the good of your army and the entire Crusade. Nuh-uh, no dice. When they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us with garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever it's fleecing time, and then what? The people get nothing back. Compensation my tail. I have no more questions. In that case, I hope you'll make the right decision. What's Woljif doing on this council? I doubt he knows anything about politics and diplomacy. I can see that this tiefling possesses a keen mind and the most important traits in politics, a complete lack of conscience. He would make a terrible leader, but he'll prove useful to you as an advisor. Yep, I traded my conscience for a cherry roll back when I was a kid. Hey, what do you mean, terrible? Alright, I do kind of like Soziel's idea. Darian's a little bit. Like Land's a little bit. Not as keen on Woljif's. Not as keen on Lady Konami's. Let's see what the options are here. What are you going to get here? 6,000 finance points. Footman, champion, shield bearer, spearman, convicts, conscripts gain Andorian equipment feat. What's Andorian equipment feat? Ooh, plus 3% maximum hit points. I like that. Darian, 28 hedge knights are recruited at the commander's station. Paladins, cuirassiers, hedge knights, raiders, and light cavalry gain the excellent horse feat. What's the excellent horse feat? Plus 3 to AC. Not bad. Land, 45 rangers. Let's see. Archers, rangers, marksmen, headhunters, bandits, and slingers gain the Isgiri training feat. Let's see. An opponent damaged by this makes a fortitude saving throw. Failing a saving throw applies a -2 penalty to AC and save. That's not too bad. Let's see what Wolgiffs are. 28 Hedge Knights are recruited. All mercenary units gain the Attracted by Fame. Attracted by Fame, +1 AC and saving throw for mercenaries. Lady Konami. 10 Curseirs, 30 Champions, and 30 Marksmen. Crusader morale goes up. I think I'm going to go with Soziels. Yep, we're going to go with Soziels. That's the one I like the most anyways. Commander, you have already demonstrated your defiance to the Royal Council. Do not cross the line that separates defiance from an open attack on Mendev's interests. The Royal Council will not forgive you for it. Is that a threat? Merely a warning. Your actions, on the other hand, are indeed threatening to Mendev. Her Majesty has entrusted her kingdom to the Royal Council. It is their duty to oppose those who hurt her interests. By turning them against you, you leave them no choice but to start hurting you. Hate doing that. Nope, nope. Decision has been made. It's final. There will be consequences, severe and unpleasant consequences. Will do. The Andorians won't be glad to hear it, of course, but they'll understand, and our warriors could use new blades and armor. That will be all. I hope you were all pleased with the work of the Diplomatic Council. I doubt that the capital will henceforth be inclined to involve you in matters of politics, Commander. You may give your demon war your undivided attention. That's not a bad thing either. Oh, we can get more Heavenly Warriors. And the Giants. Fate of Daybreak. Fate of Thackeray. Fate. 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 That increases morale. Morale is still super high. Let's do more angels. Angels are always a good thing. Let's do Fate of Faultless Daybreak. All right. Gonna head to the streets.
Follow me.
We've upset the Royal Lady Gal, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna go to the streets. Go to the blacksmith, sell our stuff. Go to the temple, get our stuff. We got to replenish some of these scrolls that we used up, especially those cure blindness scrolls. All right. March into the blacksmith, sell some stuff. We used a bunch of money there a little bit ago. Newest to oldest, all right, nothing new. Oh, before we do this, let's look at our stuff. All right. Well, he can use it. All right, that one's +3. That one's +3. Adamantine Frost. This one's holy. You know, I think we'll just keep what we got. He can't use that. Let's see. Cold Iron Longsword, Demon Terror. Throwing guys, great swords, quarterstaffs. Tungi we can't use. Got that guy. Swords, spears, +1 shield, +2 banded mail. He can't wear that. He can wear this. That's not better. Oh, nope, not better. Not better. That's better for her. That's even better. So we're gonna put that on her. Point. Oh yeah, that's +1 ring of protection. Magician's ring we don't need. Book of resistance +1. Bracers of armor. Alright, you know, it's not a lot to hand out. Alright. Hang on to those. Let's keep that. We want to keep the fangs. I want to keep those. We're definitely going to keep that. We're going to keep that. Sell. Hang on to that for just a little bit longer. Sell, sell. Sell those. Sell that. Sell, 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 sell. Hang on to that. We're going to sell both of those. I'll hang on to that for now. Hang on to those. We're going to hang on to that. Alright, let's go to here. Sell these things. Feels refreshing to be selling another rusty horseshoe. It's been a while since we've sold any rusty horseshoes. Yeah, we'll keep that. All right. Sell. And now we're going to come to the church. Spend some of that money we just bought. All right. Ooh, half and a pair. What's this? There were 2 creatures wearing different halves or within 10 feet. Plus 2 bonus. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. Raise dead. Cure like cure, 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 cure. Resurrection. Let's buy 20 of those. Move curse. Buy 20 of these. Remove blindness. Buy 20 of these. Neutralize poison. We'll buy 20 of these. Restoration. We'll buy 20 of these. All right, let's buy that. Check. Now we're going to reorganize. Set it back to no filter. Head to the main gate. Alrighty, and we are at that hour mark, so thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment button. Well, it's not a comment button, but leave a comment down below. Thank you again. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys have been awesome. Till next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.